Shalom, friends, and welcome to this week's installation of a Bissleh Torah. Shoftim is the name of the Torah portion this week, and we are nearing the end of the book of Deuteronomy, and we are nearing the end of the year as well, as we draw also very close to the holy day of Rosh Hashanah, as God ascends the throne and sits in judgment, looking at all of creation. It's the anniversary of the creation of the world, and once a year we understand that we come before the King as the King looks directly at what he has created and what we have created after he has made us. What does God see? Well, in this week's Torah portion, Shoftim, it's all about justice and jurisprudence. It's all about how we adjudicate a just society. And justice is of paramount importance to make sure that with the tendencies that humans have towards violence, towards injustice, towards prejudice and hatreds, towards bias, towards all of those things, that in the ultimate analysis, that there's recourse for those people who have been wounded, who have been hurt, slandered, in any way, so that there can be equal access to the law. But most importantly, God cares intensely how we carry out God's laws of justice. It's not so much that we need to judge one another with equity for our own sake, but for the sake of peace in the universe, that what we do has ramifications far beyond ourselves, that there's a ripple effect to every unfair act, every slanderous assault that is ever done in this world, and that we're responsible for this, and God watches, and we believe that God takes intense interest in what we are doing to ourselves, to one another, and to our world. In fact, we even find in Chagiga, one of the tractates of the Talmud, that God weeps over creation when we go awry, when we make the wrong choices, that God cares intensely, not interfering with what we do, because God has given us freedom of will and freedom of choice to do as we choose. But there too lies in the idea that God too is rooting for us, having given us the key to the kingdom, and knowing that we can make the right decisions with the right keys if we follow the laws that are written in the Torah, if we clearly follow the edicts and mandates of our tradition. Now's the time to take a good look at ourselves and find out how closely we are adhering to the law, what we are doing in our own lives to clean up our own detritus, to clean up our mess, and to become better, more humane human beings. It's possible, is it not? To be better tomorrow than today? To be greater rather than lesser? I hope as we near the holy day of Rosh Hashanah, we make this dream a reality. Shabbat Shalom.